Right, hello everybody, welcome back to UKSG Green 2023, and now we have Lil Gator game with Rebel Dragon, who's doing the any percent. So Rebel, take it away.
Alright, cool, yeah. Alright, so this is Lil Gator game. This is an indie game that released end of last year, so it's pretty recent. And it's just a nice little game where we're going to go on a little adventure, collect some friends, hopefully impress our older sibling. Just a couple of quick things before we start the game. We have got the devs put in a speedrun mode. They patched it in at some point after this game came out, which puts an in-game timer. Automatically, you attack at full speed, so you don't have to mash, and it automatically skips all text. So this is a nice mode. So we'll be planning on that the whole time. So timing starts when I press new game. So if you're already on tech, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So yeah, this is a Lil Gator game. So the start of the game is we're just little baby Gator here. And we're bored, so we're going to go try and convince our big sis to play a game with us. Yeah, she makes us a sword shield. Tech skips very fast, and then she asks us to type in name. This also automatically does it, so we're going to be Jonathan the whole time, which is my file 1 name. Oh yeah, the IG's actually a loadless timer as well, so it actually cuts out the one load in this game. And yeah, so this is what I call Tutorial Island. Tutorial Island is essentially just the tutorial place. We do a little bit of a sequence break to try and go a little bit faster. So you're meant to like travel all the way around the island, like the other direction to do this, but it's a little bit faster to go around this go around to the right. At the moment, short hopping around is faster than just walking in a lot of situations. Hop, hop, hop. This is Martin. He's relaxing in his chair. He tells us to go get a pot. Oh god, I jumped way too far. Right. So here's our pot. Alright. Hoppy, hoppy, hoppy. Right. We're going to go back to Martin. And then Martin tells us that this is not a pot. This is actually our shield. And getting the shield lets us ride on the shield. So this is our first movement ability. We can ride on the shield and jump very far. So we're going to scale this mountain using the terrain. Normally you get a climbing ability after doing Tutorial Island, but it's a little bit faster to just do this. Cool, I did it first try. We're going to talk to the giraffe. The giraffe becomes our friend. Now I've got to go around the island a little bit. If I drop down here, I do have to go around the island in a weird way. There we go. Oh, getting caught on the terrain there. Right, Avery the frog's up here. She tells us about... I can't remember the gender. She tells us about making hats, so we make a hat. And then we get the glider. And this is probably obvious where this is going. This game has a very similar moveset to Breath of the Wild. So now we have our little sword, which is our stick. Gonna smack that. And there we go. Talk to Jill. Now, there's actually a friend up here who complains at us for nicking his stick. So we're going to go up here and give him his stick back, and he gives us a little sword. And this game actually has like a soft lock failsafe, so we're going to use that to teleport back to where we need to go, and that's the end of Tutorial Island. Alright, so now that we spoke to our big sis and go, can you please play with us? She goes, no, I'm busy with my work, so I've got a pass right now. Then all your friends that you have pretty much just go, yeah, we're kind of all busy with all of our stuff as well. So you're like, enter big depressed mode, and then you get told, maybe we could like rebuild the park and have some fun like that. So that's what we're going to go do. So the rest of this game is now we're going to go around and collect some friends to rebuild the park. Oh nice, that's decent RNG. This character here, actually, her positioning is pretty random. She can be there, she can be right by the beach, or she can be like miles away from you and you basically have to reset. Right, so when you're hopping along water on the shield, you gain a little bit of speed if you don't do that. I'm going to hop up here. Right, now we have a climb. Right, so here's Billy. Billy has a bowling ball stuck in his blowhole, so we're going to pull it out. We'll be back to collect Billy at some point. He now wants to be our friend because we helped him. But we're going to go over here and we're going to talk to Jill. And these are a bunch of kids that are preparing for some school thing, and Jill's getting distracted by everyone else because they keep talking to her, and now you have to go and distract them all by helping them out. So this Antone here wants you to get him a big beetle. Suzanne here wants you to find a big rock. And Jean up here needs you to find a yellow triangle. Oh my god, okay, cool. Right, so the yellow triangle is a drop from these enemies. So in this game, enemies are these weird paper cutout things that were placed all over the island as part of the adventure game that the kids were playing. And one of the 100% requirements is you go around the island and destroy all of them. And when you destroy them, you get these little like scrap things in the top left-hand corner. You can use those to build things like weapons, items, different shields. Oh, he wants apple slices. I wasn't paying attention which one I was on. Yeah, so you can use them to build different things. Some of the shields actually have different effects. Like there's a trampoline that jumps pretty high. Oh, I'm not going to have enough if I don't do that. All right, cool. You need 500 to buy an item and to get a friend from here. So hopefully I should have enough now. Yeah, I definitely have enough now. Here's Billy. Billy's now our friend. Grab the beach rock. That's for Suzanne. And now we got to go complete Anton's thing, which is this bug here. There you go. So we have to chase the bug back to where we need to, back to the camp. But first things first, I need a throwable item. So we're going to talk to Sierra. She gives us the shurikens. I'm going to keep following the bug. Right, there's this guy up here. This guy wants to be invisible, so we just say we've never seen him before. And then he's our friend now. Got to make sure we go to all the checkpoints for the bug. There's Pot Kid. Pot Kid is in the pot. You break him out the pot and he goes, I'm your friend now. Got to make sure the beetle goes around here. And that should be the beetle. There we go. Now I have to break. Now I have to hit this rock until it becomes an axe, essentially. Before speedrun mode got implemented, you had to mash this really hard. But with speedrun mode, it automatically attacks you at max speed, so you don't have to worry about that. Now we have this Paleotholic tool. And jump over here. I've got to talk to Jean again. Now we give Jean the half cheese sandwich is what the yellow triangle was. Hop up here. Confirm that we have the bug with Valentine. Now that we've distracted the prep kids, we're gonna go talk to Jill and say that they still want to do shit. And there we go. Now we've obtained a bunch of new friends completing that quest. Right, so the next quest we've got to go do is we've got to go fix the water park. But before I do that, there's a couple of friends I'm going to grab that are on the way. There's a few, I want to call them optional ones. Oh, I missed everything there. Break those. You have to break the bad ones there, but leave the good ones that the kid put up. And we talk to the kid again. We get two friends. It's Tiffany and Carol. Now we're going to go over here. There's Robin, the Robin over here. We're going to go grab him. Oh, I actually missed getting here. There we go. That. There we go. Robin's been obtained. Do a quick climb up here. And I'll talk to those guys. Alright, so this is what I like to nickname the Chad kids, because they're like the cool kids on around. So this is like Martin, Joe. There's a guy called Joe. I can't remember the other guy's names. I can't remember the duck's name. The duck just says quack. Oh, Lucas is the wolf. That's it. Right, so now I'm going to go over here. So now I have to go and start up all the water pumps again to get the water flow back again. Here's Joe. He asked us what pose is cool, so we're going to make him dab. Now, this old guy's house is being overtaken by paper creatures, so we're going to go and save him. And then he gives us kind of one of the most broken items in the game, which is the bubble gum. So we can use the bubble gum to kind of cancel our jumps. And now we're going to go grab this friend over here. That's Tony. He's playing chess, and he tells us to beat him in chess. So because we don't know how to play chess, we just kick the board over, and he goes, "That is an amazing move. You win." And this guy here, oh god. He basically doesn't want to jump into the water because he's embarrassed about jumping into the water. And the other friend and the other guy over there that I talked to just go tell him to jump in the water. Now here's Lucas. Lucas asks us to help him out with trying to act like Martin for some reason. We talk about some Power Rangers DVD. Oh, you don't have to do this, but you can collect Martin, and he is a shield that you can ride on. The paper cutout. Right, so there's an item over here I need to grab. This is the sharp teeth. Or Spike's teeth. Yeah, as you can see, bubblegum, you can cancel your jump. And this is Duke the Duck. So Duke the Duck, actually we hear him talk. So we're going to have a nice LA Noire reference here where we go pick between truth, lie, and doubt. Then we're going to doubt him for the final one. There you go, there's our Phoenix Wright / L.A. Noire reference. Right, so here's my favourite friend of the bunch. Here's Becca. That weird spiked teeth we picked up is actually her retainer. And she dropped it and she needs it back. There's this guy down here now. So this guy down here tells us about planting some seeds. So we've got some clippings to tie down this plant. Now he tells us to go grab some water. There we go, got the water. Yep. Right, now there's a sign blocking the sun, so we're gonna... If I can get this right. There you go. Right, so normally you're meant to hit that like a few times with the shuriken, but if you throw the shuriken and then jump onto your shield, the hitbox of the shuriken has the same damage as your shield, which just one-shots the thing. So instead of climbing all the way out there, you can just kind of throw a shuriken and then get on your shield. Now I'm going to go back and turn on the water. There we go. Now we're turning on the water again. Right, so when turning on the water again, the first time we tried it, it just kind of shorted out. But now that we've fixed all the pumps, the water turns on fully. And they're now very happy with us and want to be our friend even more. So we've now collected more friends. Right, so there's one friend that I need to collect at the start here who is pretty annoying because her position is completely random and she is absolutely miles away from me. There she is. And you can say any of the 3 options to her. Madeline just becomes your friend anyway. Right, so now I'm going to go over here. And 1, 2. There we go. Right, so that just saves you having to climb up an entire mountain area to go up here. So these are the costume kids. They like to dress up as different things. And Avery here is going to set them up a little cafe thing. I botched that movement completely. There we go. So we're going to deal with the vampire first. Vampire wants some red-coloured ice cream or gelato or something, sorbet, whatever it is. It's red and the vampire wants it. So we go to the ice cream vendor and get to get what it is. We need to ask our sister for some money first though, because we realise we are actually broke. There we go. And we're gonna hop over here. Now we're gonna eat our ice cream. So the vampire is actually in this cave because he's pretending he's a vampire. So he is like, oh, I can't go out into the sunlight. We're going to walk over here and he's going to be like, how'd you go outside? You just say you put sunscreen on and that protects you from the sunlight. Which is something that is done in some things. Right, so now this guy have to throw rocks and then they become their friend. That's Zoo. Right, so now the most annoying part of playing on pad, because normally because most runners of the game play on keyboard, is doing this bit here where you have to throw stuff. We've got to break all these monsters down. There we go. We've got the space blaster, and we've got to start shooting again. And that should hit that one up there. Good. Now I'm gonna break the balloons. You have to break all but 2 of these, and then the entire thing just falls down. Right, because I need it, I'm gonna throw the bubblegum back on, because whenever you get a new like ability thing, it overtakes one of your item slots, so you need to just change it back. This kid's cool. He says he'll be your friend if he sees a front flip. You do a front flip and he's now your friend. Right, this kid here just hurt his knee. You say that's going to be all fine. He's now our friend. This guy here just can't control the children, so we're going to go round up the children for him. There you go. There's a cow kid. There's one more up here. There we go. Right, now I have to climb up the mountain again, because I've got to get back to the top of the mountain. Oh my god, I actually botched that completely. That's fun. There we go. Off I go. There we go. Now we have everything gathered to complete this. Now we're going to make a little cafe up here is what Avery actually wanted to do. So now this is Avery explaining to everyone that they're going to make a big cafe. They're like, what the hell are we doing that? And Avery's like, no, we're doing it. So here's a nice food store we've got at the top here. Alright, so now that we've gathered the friend requirement to complete the park, which is 35, we're going to go to the park and talk to the llama here. That was really good movement. That's actually kind of annoying to do. Right, so Tom here tells us about all the different things, and when we've done the quest for the different characters groups, we get these little unlocks all throughout the park, but because we did all 3 of them and then went to the park, we just get all of them at once. And there's the chat kids. And essentially, the friends that we gather are like the currency for fixing up the park. The friends are the currency. Alright, so I need that one, and then last 10 go on the final one. And there we go. Alright, so that's all 35 friends have been used as the currency. And now we go to our sister and say, "Sis, we fixed up the park and stuff." And then she goes, "No, I'm still busy." So now we have a little flashback section here. So I will say time is at the end of the flashback section, so be ready on that. It's in about a minute's time. Alright, so do a little movement. And now we have to break the different parts of our memories, essentially. Oh, that was really good. Alright, and now I'm going to go over here. And up again. There we go. Swapping between doing my front flips on my okay, I botched that completely. Swapping between doing the bubblegum jumps and getting on my shield is to basically get a bit of forward momentum when I need it. But also when you shield and then jump, you get a little burst of speed, so you can use that to launch that forward a little bit. There we go. And look, one last mountain to climb. Cool, and time is at the end of this little drop down, and then, yeah, that's Gator game. Right, so, and then, just make sure I actually hit this right, and that is time. So yeah, that was Gator game. Then once we have gone through that, we go back to our sister and say, "We're sorry, we were being selfish, and we know that you need to get on with, like, your stuff." You have a nice little, like, apology scene. I mean, I've got the speedrun mode on, so the text is like instant. You get none of this backstory. It just skips instantly of them having their really deep heart-to-heart. And then, yeah, and then after you've had this deep heart-to-heart, your sister goes, "Yeah, I should take a break every now and then." And then that's how the main part of this game ends. So just some quick shout-outs. Shout-outs to Green Snow Dog, GSD. He's the one that got me into this game because I saw him randomly streaming it, and I went, "That game is amazing. I'm going to play it." Yeah, shoutouts to the Gator Game speedrunning community. There is obviously a speedrun.com page and a Discord for this. The Discord's actually inside the original, like the devs' main game Discord. The devs are very involved in watching what's happening, and they're really into us doing the speedruns of this. From us doing the speedruns, they added in the speedrun mode because we were doing it, so they're really chill. But yeah, hope you enjoyed Gator Game. There is a category where you can collect all the friends if that's your preferred category, just to find everyone. But yeah, and there is 100% as well. But yeah, that's all from me. Enjoy whatever comes up next.
No worries, thank you very much, Roll. And for a little Gator, he had quite a big adventure, didn't he? Speaking of having an adventure, our donation total went friggin' nuts before this run. So we have quite a few donations to read before we round this out and go to intermission. So obviously, Paulister donated 138 bucks, saying 138 deaths, dearie me. Honing Minecraft aside, thank you to staff for letting me run this category. Let's get that 1k. Well, that clearly happened, obviously. The hi-fi that went towards the Hi-Fi Rush any percent Pet the Cat incentive. We also had a $5 anonymous donation with no comment. Well, thank you very much. Poppiter also donated $117 with Pet the Cat for Pet the Cat, but system bugs out. All that went to the Pet the Cat, so we'll easily say we've met the incentive for that. And one of the biggest ones we've had by far, we had Skemmy with a $276 donation, which simply says 138 deaths, I'll match and double it. So that's gone to the shaved Nico Hart's head. But on that note, we will go to a quick intermission where we will start first of the Sonic block, and yeah, we'll be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere.